he got 5 years in jail in the UK. So he did 2.5 and then was deported back to the USA in 2009. Within 2 weeks, he'd forged his passport and his birth certificate to say he was 5 years younger than he was. And he got a girl on Match.com who was within 6 months got in contact with me, and she was 5 months pregnant. He tells everyone he's infertile, that's why. His parents also helped set up victims, so they introduced him to people and stuff. So there were 3 or 4 victims in quick succession. Because I brought the book out, they got in contact with me. And then he disappeared for 3 years. What are recommendations you have for how people can avoid ending up in relationships with psychopaths? This one is very clear. Learn about them. Learn about them. Know about them. The more you know about psychopaths, the better the chance you have of spotting the behavior. I didn't know. I thought psychopaths were serial killers. I thought psychopaths were like the film Psycho, which he's not even a psychopath anyway. I think the more you know and understand, and the more you appreciate that there are so many psychopaths out there. This is not, I thought there was more chance of winning the lottery than there was of actually meeting a psychopath. So it's like, but I mean, winning the lottery is like something like 1 in 32 million, whereas actually, you know, I think it's 1 in 100 people are psychopaths. So it's much more chance you've actually met one than you think. And they affect far more than 100 people in their lifetime. So it's quite rare if you haven't been affected by a psychopath. Not usually quite as spectacular as mine, but there you go. So yeah, learn about them, spot what they do, understand about love bombing, understand about gaslighting, find out about word salad, about projection, about the different techniques they use, about control dramas, about the aloof, the poor me, the interrogator, the intimidator. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I wrote my book, The Psychopath, was to try and educate people and try and show them the techniques that psychopaths use. Websites like psychopathy.org, I think, is absolutely brilliant. One of the problems I had when I came out of this relationship is I didn't have the terminology, I didn't have the language to know what questions to ask. So I didn't know to Google, my husband's a psychopath. I was Googling, my husband's a bigamist. You know, I was Googling, you know, sort of like odd behavior. Coercive control is a commonplace term now. It certainly wasn't 15 years ago when this happened to me. So actually having those websites like Psychopathy is really, really going to help people, because it means that they can actually get some really good practical knowledge and understanding about psychopaths. So I'm a huge supporter of them. You know, learning about the personality disorders in school, actually finding out about psychopaths and the capabilities. These people, you know, they're not evil. They just lack empathy. And the more we understand about them, the more we research them, the more information we have to share, the more chance there is of us actually understanding them. And the more people that know and understand about them, the less control they can have over us. So what makes us targets is the fact is our empathy. But I wouldn't want to live without my empathy. You know, it's like, I see it as a superpower. It means that when I get a hug from my kids, my life is just made perfect, you know, and I actually pity psychopaths because they don't have that. Their only reward structure is money, sex and power. And I think that's rather sad.